Welcome to Copperhead Customs and welcome to a new episode. How freaking cool! Alright. Well, we're not working on them today. What are we doing, you say? What are we doing? What are you freaking doing? Well, it's raining. There's the valley. And we're going to go down and work on the turd. Yes, we're going to work on the Triumph. What are we going to do today? Well, we are going to jack it up, get those front seats out, those rat-infested, stinking, snake-infested seats out of it. There's our quality diff we pulled out of the bed yesterday. Let's just check. We haven't been down here today. Make sure there's no snicketies in there. Right, so the plan is we'll jack it up, we'll get those front seats out, we'll get set up the rear seats and the front seats, and we are going to pressure clean the crap out of them. Then we're going to get inside it and we're going to do some more destension, because it is stench. It's, even with all the smellies, it still stinks to death in there. So we're going to do some more destension in there. Then what we're going to do is go through and clean all this, detail all this, vacuum it all. We're going to get some bits of tin and just glue them in to the floor to seal all that up. And then we've got some new carpet to put in it. We're going to take the seat belts out too. Take the seat belts out, pressure clean them. Well, yeah, probably we'll take them out, pressure clean the seat belts. We'll probably put some Cool Rust on the floor first. We might give it a squirt of paint. Then we will put the new carpet in it that we've got. So we'll see, we might have to take the console, unbolt the console a bit. Just tuck it all in. New carpet. We've got some really nice cool material to put in the parcel shelf and to cover the bits of seats that are ratty. So we'll do that. And then the surprise is on here is wood. We've got all the nice wood, so we'll put all the nice wood back in. And by the end of this episode, the plan is that we will have the interior smelling nice and worthy to go and sit in. Okay, so what we'll also do is we'll put some new foam in that one. New piece of foam in there. We're going to make a cover for the base. I think we're going to make a cover for the back of that one too. So I suppose we'll probably have to do the same to this one to make it look right. I don't know. We might leave it. I'm not sure what we're going to do there. We'll have a look. We'll probably glue that little red thing back in, I'd say. We'll scrub and clean everything. Get rid of all the stench. I don't actually know how this operates. Oh, Struth. You seen that freaking live? No wonder it stinks. There's even freaking corpses in there. Bar out. So yeah, we've got to do some serious de-stinking in here, man. That is freaking gross. Alright, I'm closing that back up for now. Yuck. Alright, so we've got some more vacuum. Oh, seriously. That's the plan. That's what we're going to... You see, I'm not going to cut. I don't cut this stuff out. Oh, whew. That's why we've still got death smell in here. Because we've still got death in there. So I'm saying that underneath the seats is going to be very similar. So we're going to jack it up. It's a plan. We're going to jack it up. I think that the seats bolt from underneath. Get those seats out. What have I got myself into on this car? Oh, we can do it. Clean this interior, de-stench it. And I think with the plan that's in my head, it should look presentable in the inside. We'll see how we go for time. We might finish polishing it as well. By the end of this episode, that's what we're going to have. By the end of this episode, we're going to have a neat interior done. And we'll have the car polished and presenting. Then we will decide what we do with it. Because whether we decide to send it on down the road, or whether we go the next step and get it driving and that. All right. So anyway, that's the plan. Ripper. We're back. That's all I'm doing to this, putting it on the market. So I've given it a quick polish, patched the floors, most of it's done off camera, patched the floors, pulled all this crap out, pulled about 85,000 rat nests out. I've thrown a piece of carpet in it, pressure cleaned the seats. I just threw a Mexican blanket in. I was gonna sew them properly, but honestly I don't enjoy working on it at all. I've put the wooden trims back on. I seriously do not enjoy working on this at all. It's so putrid, right? It's a lot better, but it is still, it's actually not bad now, I suppose, on the smell. But we gave it a quick polish up, like a real quick one. Done all the wood grain on the doors, all the doors. We've got the wood sitting in there for the top. So we just threw a piece of carpet in, Mexican blanket on the back, all the wood's in it. Like I said, we patched the rust holes in the floor quickly, and that's all I'm doing. I'm getting it out of here. So we'll take some photos of it, and we will put it on the market, I think. It looks a bit more presentable than it did. Not completely putrid. It's still a little bit putrid. What I think I will do now though is I'm just going to grab my ozone machine. I don't know if you know what an ozone machine is, but it's a de-smeller. I'm going to grab that and run that in it for an hour or so. And that's that. So it looks better, as you can see. By the time I got to here on the polish, I was at over it. I'm just not enjoying working on this car one bit. So I want it gone. I've got enough work to do without forcing myself to do something that I'm not enjoying. And the main reason is it is so freaking putrid. If I knew it was that bad of rats, I wouldn't have bought it. But I think I finally got the stench gone. But I could Alright, sorry about that. My camera just went flat, so I've jumped onto my phone. It's probably a better camera on my phone anyway. So yeah, so what I did, I can be a bit more thorough now because I got battery. So yeah, so on the center there, I put the little Mexican blanket on the center little piece there. We've got the wood for here, but I can't be bothered doing it for this. That's the wood in there. We've thrown a couple of tech screws to mount that and that in. I patched the floors. I didn't weld them in or anything. I just got some tin and screwed it in. I'm just, like I've been saying, the car still smells like, even now after all of that, this has been pressure cleaned inside. It's had desanitizers in it. Everything's been scrubbed. The dash has been, everything's been either pressure cleaned and scrubbed, and it is still absolutely putrid. Like, I just cannot work on this car. I cannot get the stench out. Like, it is a lot better than it was, but it's still in there, and I'm just not enjoying it. The whole area down here smells, and I just can't stand it. So I'm selling it. I actually wish I'd never bought it, to tell you the truth. So I've put the wood on. So you'll see that the wood's quite nice. And over here, yeah, we put the wood on. This seat's okay. I've just thrown the Mexican blanket on it. That will go over the top. I was going to sew these into proper covers, but I actually can't be bothered. That's where I'm at with it. The carpet I've just thrown in like rough, just a little square. Yeah, same over there. I was going to sew proper covers. I've just thrown the Mexican blanket on there, and I've done a bit on the parcel shelf back there. And that's all I'm doing to it. So yeah, we've patched the floors, we've thrown a piece of carpet in, cleaned everything ridiculously. Cleaned it. I've got the boot closing. We've got it to start, and that's all. I've given it a polish, but not a real good one. But I have polished it a bit. So what we'll do is we'll take some photos. I'm taking it to my other block to store it because I don't want it here, and that's that. So yeah, like I said, I wish I'd never bought it, to tell you the truth, because maybe they are good cars or not, but we're never going to find out because I freaking hate it. I hate it. I've actually the last 3 days working on it have been really, really hard. So they've put me in a mood where, to the point where I'm having the rest of the week off, I think. Yeah, that's how bad it's been. It is so freaking, I just wish you guys could have smell-o-vision, I tell you, because it is so freaking bad. So we've had that windows open from since we got it. We've got rid of all the rat nests, we've vacuumed it, we've pressure cleaned it, we've pressure cleaned the seats, we've pressure cleaned the door cars, we've pressure cleaned the floor, we've mopped it, we've pressure cleaned it again, we've had smellies in there like there's no tomorrow. I've been using full industrial grade, hospital grade sanitizers and deodorizers and stuff, and it still smells, man. It's still in there. So, but the worst thing is it's here, like just now outside. It's not even in the car as well, it's out here. I can smell it out here in my shed. I can get whiffs of it. So I don't know if it's stuck in my nose or what it is, but we'll come down in here and I'll show you if I can find this freaking thing. I haven't used it for a little while. This sucker here, we're going to put that in it. So this here is an ozone machine. If you haven't heard of one of these, this creates ozone. Now, what that is that de-smell stuff. So I'm putting that in there. I'm going to run that in there today or tonight. I'll run that for a couple of hours. we'll set that up, and that's about all we're doing. That's it. We put it up for sale, and we'll repar that one off. All right. So don't know. I don't even know. I didn't even really record much of me doing it. That's how miserable I was doing this jinking thing. So anyway, we had it running. Yeah, that's it. That way, that one is going like that, out the door. So yeah, we'll get that up for sale straight away, and that'll be that. So thanks for watching. It's probably a really turd video. We're halfway through a video on this, on the Oakland. We're halfway through a video on that. I do have some crazy thoughts about this. I'm still thinking of chopping it. I am still contemplating chopping the roof and turning it into a 2-door. It's on the cards. So if you're watching this, drop a comment about what you think, if you think I should do it or not. It will be weld the rear doors up, bring this section here up to there. So we'll use part of that window. That window will go into there, and we'll chop it. So we'll take 4 inches out of it, I think, and we'll turn it into a 2-door, 5 window. Well, because it's got split window, it'll be a 6 window. But yeah, 2 side windows, not 3. 2-door. That's, I'm thinking I might do it. I'm really thinking I might do it, guys. So drop your comments about what you think. So anyway, we're halfway through a video in the Oakland. And I'm halfway through a video on my Chrysler. So I think I'm going to, tomorrow if I do anything, I'm going to just plod along on my Chrysler, I think. I might finish that video. Anyway, enough rambling. But that turd is gone. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Reaper.